Okay, can everybody hear me now? Is that better? Are we good? Still no sound? Okay, can everybody hear me now? Yes? We're good. Okay, hello everybody. That was my fault because we have the microphones attached in here and Nathan was in here and I ran to the restroom and so I unplugged it because I didn't want him to have to listen to me go to the restroom and now I forgot to plug it back in. So that was my fault. That was all my fault. But welcome everybody. We're so happy you're all here. Thank you for joining us today on Tuesday on a chilly morning here. I've seen we've had some here from California and Arizona. Let us know again where you're from. We really appreciate you guys joining us. All of the lives we've been doing have been so much fun the last couple of weeks. Last week was our paper crafting extravaganza week, and we had a great time with that one. This week, I don't know if we have an official name around here for what we're calling this week, but I am calling it our mini extravaganza week because we were talking about our newest product line, which is our mini versions of some of our other really good product lines. If you guys caught us yesterday, Bethany was here with us talking about the bundle that we have on sale this week, which is fantastic. If you go to CutterPillar.com, all of our bundles are already on sale. So when you use the coupon codes that we give you, that will increase your discount if you're purchasing the bundles. You don't have to purchase with a bundle, but all of our mini products are on sale this week for our mini extravaganza. So if you go to CutterPillar.com and you use code MINI20, MINI20, you'll get 20% off any of our mini products. But like I said, if you're ready to dive in the mini swimming pool and get all of them, you get an additional discount because that bundle of all of them is already on sale. So Bethany talked about all three of our mini products yesterday. So every day, the rest of the days this week, today, tomorrow, and the next day, we're going to talk about the other mini products individually. And then again on Friday, guys, make sure you come back on Friday because we are going to have our first ever sew along with Bethany. And she is going to show us how she uses our mini light board and accessories to do foundation paper piecing. And you get to sew along with her. I believe if you sign up for the newsletter, or I believe there's a blog, it'll give you all the products and supplies you need for the sew along on Friday. So go look for that. We're going to make these cute little hearts and it's going to be really fantastic. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Santa Nathan's coming in. I did something wrong. Here we go.
I thought Santa just brought gifts. Like
Santa does bring gifts. Santa doesn't
like,
bring bad news.
They call it Krampus or something?
McCrumpus?
Like
yeah. Santa Krampus? No. I don't know.
I'm hijacking this just a little bit, by the way. And
as usual.
Here's why, and nobody knows this. You probably don't.
I don't even know this.
You know a little bit about this.
Okay.
We don't know about this.
Okay.
Obviously, we're going to do the demonstration on mini.
Yes.
We've got cells. Everybody should be looking forward to an email that's going to be hitting tonight. That's a little bit different than what we've done.
I think it already went out.
Is this for the laser?
Oh no.
See.
I didn't know it's coming tonight. I do know about it, right? Is it the thing I know about? It's just not done yet? Okay.
It is.
Okay.
I just wanted to share this because we can't miss this opportunity to do an announcement on this. We, in the past, have not been able to partner with different individuals, different groups, different vendors, manufacturers. Of other goods.
Yeah.
And we found, and we are super excited. And so Thursday of this week is going to be loaded.
You're going to see lots of us.
Thursday.
You're going to see lots of us.
All I want to say is you might want to take the day off.
Take the day off.
Because you're going to want to hang out with us because we actually have it's going to be about 2.5 hours worth of content.
Yes.
Not together. But what we've done is we have invited Maddie, and Diana is her name, from Laser Cut Quilts. Now they're here out of Utah as well, but they're going to be coming down.
Are they coming here?
They are going to be coming here, and they're going to be facilitating. And Diana, is one that has done quite a bit. I'm looking for her bio. I don't have her bio yet, but she has been with Laser Cut Quilts for quite some time, and she helps with some of their designs, and she does a lot of education regarding laser cut systems. We ourselves have never offered anything else.
No, just our stuff. Yep.
And so this is going to be our first collab when we are bringing their products in-house, and we're bundling them with whiteboards as well. So we'll have our particular specials that we're running this week, and then we're going to be doing demonstrations on how in Laser Cut Quilts. I can't say a whole lot about this, but their whole goal is to have pre-cut fabrics in different phases that makes it easy for people to finish.
Right.
And so they're going to do some very simple ones. They're going to also do some appliques. So I just had to announce this because they're going to be inviting their fans. We're going to be inviting you as fans to come. And we've got about a half hour, 45-minute segment at the first of the day. I think it starts at 9.
9 Utah
And they're gonna
Mountain Time.
do
Yep.
and talk about some of what they call some of their simple kits with our products. And so they're going to show you how those things work together.
And that one's on their channels, right? The
Well,
first
it'll
one?
be all it'll be on
All
ours,
ours.
actually.
Okay.
And they're going
All
to be
right.
inviting their guests to do
Okay.
this as well. And you'll have a chance to buy some of the laser cut quilt items with
From
us.
us, yeah.
And from our group when we were bundling them or doing them separately. And then we have a more advanced version. So that's
longer one.
happening from 9. That's happening at 11.
Yes.
That'll be probably about 45 minutes. And we're going to take a break. And
And
then
then
we're
we'll
coming
come back
back at 1
and talk about the mini
to
tote.
talk about the minis again, and we're going to be talking about the tote. So I just wanted to share that. Nobody knows. I had to put this out there.
No, that's
If you're
right.
watching,
Yeah.
share the word. You'll be seeing emails tonight. You'll be seeing a few more emails tomorrow about this unique collaboration that we're doing with
Yeah.
Quilts up out of Logan, Utah. Maddie, the owner, it was fun talking to her. This is our first time, so poor Melodee is working.
No, I'm like, well,
how do we do this?
Yeah.
What if somebody wants to place an order? And
Yes.
we're like, we've never put anybody else's products on our sites. We have no
right.
idea.
Because for those of you that know us, I don't know if you know, the Melodee's job is to make
It's
sure everything can work
It's like
when they do these
everything.
things.
It's like
So
everything.
I have to figure all that part out so we can make all these crazy things work. And I almost always do. And it's so fun
You
for me,
always do.
but it's a lot.
But
So we're
she
figuring it out still.
Saves everybody's butts all the time. Just so you know, can I say butts?
You can. You can say butts. Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
is saving everybody's time. So I know you want to get in. We're going to do some demonstration.
That's
I
so
had
funny.
to do a hijack.
Yeah. No, it's a
I
good
didn't tell you
hijack.
about this.
You didn't tell me about
We
it.
do have a unique collaboration with Laser Cut Quilts. So if you're with
Thursday.
us, if you carry any of our products, you're going to still want to come back because we will be offering for a limited time this week only. I've had Maddie specifically select, and they do limited runs. So if you know fabric, we don't know fabric. We know fabric.
We know it,
see
but we don't.
let people cut.
Yeah, we don't
We
do
don't
a lot.
manufacture.
Right.
But they end up with exclusive runs on particular pattern sets. And so she has offered to bring down some of their best-selling items so that we can look at introducing those to you. And again, one of the things as we met with them back at market last year, so this was
Yes.
back at Houston market, was there's really no better companion than those people that use these projects, do the projects on our products, and it just simplifies their lives. And one of their key things that they've done, by the way, is you think about your diamond art. You talk a lot about that.
Yep.
We might bring some of that up. We talk about people, it's like paint by number, color by number. They legitimately have like quilt by number, and
right?
it's the process with application. And they actually have pre-fused items, so legitimately you're lining up and ironing, so it's quick wins.
That's amazing.
Again, so I just wanted to share that because it's exciting, it's different, and I feel like I would be doing some injustice to them and us if I didn't do that announcement
I love that.
now.
Yeah.
As part of this live.
Thursday.
Get it on your calendar. We will be sending an invite because I would like you to register. We do this for our big Friday events. We do have the big giveaway happening on Friday.
Friday, yep.
And Friday's the so long, right?
Yes, Fridays is so long with
So
Bethany. Yep.
what we'll end up with is 2 kind of major experiences this
Thursday
week
and
outside
Friday.
of lives.
Yeah.
Thursday, we've got 2, again, with our products and then the laser cut quilts. Then we'll do the mini. We'll talk about the mini tote. Then on Friday will be the so long with Bethany, where you'll be able to kind of see the project kind of from beginning to end. Laser cut, she's going to bring some that are mostly done, so you'll be able to see how those projects come together as well. So I just wanted to do the shout out.
I love it.
Thank you for Maddie at Laser Cut Quilts for her willingness to partner with us. We have been trying to find others. If you're out there and you know anybody else you'd like us to collaborate with,
Yeah.
let us know.
Send it up.
Throw
I
that
think-
in the comments or
I think the moral of this story is all of us have to be sick for the rest of the week. So we can just hang out with CutterPillar. I think that's what it is.
I got it.
That's what we ought to do, right? We're all
Be
sick so we
sick.
can keep, yeah.
Keep watching, keep streaming.
Take Thursday and Friday off, it sounds like.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
with that, I'm going to
Sounds
step
good.
back behind the scenes. That was unknown.
I love
That
it.
was hijacking.
No, that's perfect.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, we'll step back.
Santa Nathan bringing us cooler things as we go along. I knew that was coming because, as we mentioned, I have been working behind the scenes trying to make sure that our website can facilitate what we need it to happen so that we can have all those products on our site. Those will be showing up on our site Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. So keep an eye out for that. But I forgot what day it was on because I've been so focused on doing all that stuff. So I'm glad Nathan hijacked and let you guys know about that because that's going to be a fun day around here at the CutterPillar offices for sure. We're very, very excited for that. So let's talk back again a little bit about our mini week. We're so excited about the mini week. We're really excited. As we mentioned, paper crafting week was last week. This week is our mini stuff. So I'm going to talk about the Glow Mini. This is the first, notice I said first, I didn't say only. This is the first light board of our elite line of light boards. They're built a little bit different. So I'm not sure. I know some of you have our other light boards, either our basic or our premium. There it was right there. These light boards are built with acrylic. So if we want to flip up on the other camera, you can kind of see it's like acrylic, kind of layers of acrylic this way. And that's kind of how those light boards are put together. But our Elite line is built a little bit different. It has a plastic casing all the way around it. So with this plastic casing, it's built more like an iPad. So all of your corners and all around the edges are nice and secure, which is really great. It also helps that light board be a little more lightweight than our typical acrylic ones, because the way it's built is a little bit different. This one weighs maybe 1.5 pounds. It weighs less than all of my kids when they were born. So this is really easy to pick up and move around and use. The other really cool thing about our Elite line of light boards, and the mini one in particular, is there are 4 levels of light on it, not just 3. Our premium and our basic right now, they only have, notice I said right now, the premium and the basic have 3 levels of light, which is fantastic. And they work really, really well. But this one gets even brighter than the other ones do. So this one is super, super bright. This one is about half the size of our other one. So this is the premium, and the basic is the same size. And this one takes up about half of the space of this one. So the light on the mini is about 9 by 12, whereas the light on the premium or the basic is 12 by 17. So it's about twice as big, the other ones. So this is really, really great. So the mini glow, it gets brighter than everything else. And then, like I said, it's so easy and lightweight. You can just toss it in your tote bag or toss it on your carry-on bag. We do have a tote bag for it, which is amazing. But I have taken this on a plane before, just on its own in my carry-on in my tote bag, and just worked on stuff on the plane. The plug that comes with it is a USB-C on one end and a USB plug on the other end. So I was able just to stick it in the portable charger thing on the TV on the airplane so that I could work on some of my projects on the little tray table while I was sitting on the plane. Amazing. It was so great. So what do you do with it? Let's talk about a little bit of what you can do with it. So with the light board itself, you can do all of your pattern tracing on here, right? So when you've got your little pattern and you're making your applique pattern, let's see. We can see it a little bit. There we go. You can line your stuff up and you can do your tracing right on top of here. So I know how many of you guys put a little number 1 in the comments if you have ever tried to trace your patterns. Oh, there's Santa Nathan. Whoops. Tell me if you have ever tried to do your pattern tracing on your sliding glass doors or your windows or your flashlight under your coffee table. We've all tried all of those different ways of doing it, and it tends to work. You can make it work out. But when you are tracing at night, there we go again. When you're tracing at night, because that's usually when we're doing our crafting, is at night, like the sun will go down and you'll have to stop doing your tracing. So the light boards are so, so great for that. So I really, really enjoy that. You can do lots of other kind of projects on here as well. So you can do paint by numbers. You can do diamond art. We talked about that for a second. If any of you do the diamond art, which is such a fun little craft, it's kind of like a paint by number. You've got your sticky back here, and then you've got your little codes here that tell you which gems to stick in which little spot, right? And so if you're looking at that, you can kind of see where all the little spots are. But there's black and there's gray and there's blue, and they're all really close together. So it's really hard to tell what you're doing. But when you've got that light that comes from below, even one level of light, you can see those things so much better. You can see that so much easier. And then as it gets brighter, you can really see the detail of what you're trying to do. This is only on level 2, and this would be plenty bright to do a diamond art. So I like to do adult coloring books on them before I go to bed at night because it calms my mind down. So you can do that on top of the light, and you can dim it down when it's nighttime. All those kinds of things. Now, if that isn't worth it enough, or if all of those little projects and crafts, you can do calligraphy, you can trace embroidery patterns, you can trace applique patterns. If all of that isn't enough to do on your light board, we have an extra thing that comes with our light boards here at CutterPillar. They all come with a translucent self-healing cutting mat. So the cutting mat, the light will shine through it. They are also built with, I don't know if you can kind of see this. I'm going to turn that light off. I'm going to kind of try to see if you can see. There's a texture on the bottom of that. And that texture holds it in place so it won't slide around. So once it sets down, it'll stay right in place when you're trying to work on it. So you can cut your pieces out right on top. Yes, you can cut on top of your light. All of our eyes are having struggles these days. All of them are getting tired. I don't like to say old, even though that's what it feels like. I like to say that they're getting tired. I have a great craft room at my house, which has amazing lights. And I was realizing that I was the one that was getting in the way of the light that I needed and my project, because my head was in the way or my hands were in the way. But when you've got that light coming from below, that goes away. You don't have those shadows anymore. You don't have to try to look around your project in order to see what you're working on. And so because of that, even it being a workstation is amazing. So let's say you're working on your project. Let's say you have, oh, I dropped it. Here we go. You're working on like a template or something like that. And you can set that down and you can see, if you can overhead that. I'm going to turn this down again because when you've got the studio lights, it's kind of crazy to see. But you can see where that is. So you can see where your pattern will land on your template. If it's a hexagon, if it's a circle, if it's a square, if it's a triangle, you can kind of see where the pattern of that fabric will land. So you can make sure it's lined up and centered how you want that to be. Now, if you can't see through the fabric, sometimes you can't. And when you're folding it over, because you're cutting many layers at a time, that's okay. Still cut your pieces out on here. I like to square everything up on here. I'm going to swap that fabric out for a darker one so you can see a little bit better. You can see right on top of there. You can line that up. Then when you've got your ruler over the top, that light shines through your ruler as well. And so when you line that up, you know that you're square. When you set your fabric down, you know that if you're lined up on both sides, that you have a straight cut. So I used to sew things together and I would realize that everything kind of went crooked as I sewed. I realized I was cutting crooked. I wasn't sewing crooked. I thought I was sewing crooked, but I wasn't. I was cutting crooked all the time. So you can use that to cut your pieces out and square right on top of the light. Any rotary cutter or X-Acto knife, whatever your favorite one is, you can use right on top of here. The other thing that I like to do on here with the grid, because that grid is on there with the light shining through, is I like to kind of decide how my quilt blocks are going to go. Because I can use the grid on there and I can make sure to line everything up how I want it to go before I just, you can just kind of use it as like your, I don't know what you call those things, the design walls or something like that, which are really cool. But if it's a tiny little pattern, I like to do it on top of here. So you can do all of that right on top of the light, on top of your little light board, which is so, so great. Now the Glow Elite Mini has another option or another thing about it, another feature that makes it stand out from the rest of them. Not just that it's the brightest one, not just that it's the most lightweight one, not just that it is built a little bit differently, more like an iPad, so it's nice and secure, but it also has inside there, I don't know if we're going to try to be able to see that, if you can tell. Let's flip back up there. If you can see the little shadows here all the way around the edges. Those are magnetic plates that are built in. So because those are there, we have magnets on our site that you can get, that you can use to hold your stuff down. So when you are doing your tracing of your patterns, I don't know about you guys, but when I start tracing my stuff or I start working on anything, that's always the time that somebody needs me for something. When I can actually sit down in my craft room and I can go, I'm getting ready to do my crafts. Somebody needs me for something. The grandson, the husband, my father that lives with us, somebody needs something. So I have to go and do something. And then I come back and I have to reset it all again. But these magnets are so strong. It will hold your stuff right there. It'll also hold through your fabric and your pattern. So you can hold all of it right down. Look at that. It'll hold everything right down. It'll also hold your fabric down through your mat. So if you are doing some cutting and you're getting more intricate, if you're doing fussy cutting or doing anything like that, those magnets will hold right like that. That will hold right through your mat as well. So you can set it all down. Use 4 of them if you want. Use 2 of them if you want. Use as many as you want and help hold everything in place so you don't have to keep resetting everything. It is amazing. So it is so great for all kinds of things. I love to do my foundation paper piecing on there as well, because check this out. When you're doing this on top of your light and you're setting out where your fabric's going, you can see exactly where those pieces are going to land. You see that shadow coming through that fabric? You can see where it's going to be. So you can make sure that you're lined up how you want that to be before you do your folding and your sewing. So this week is our mini extravaganza week, I think I like to call it. Last week was our paper crafting extravaganza. This week is our mini extravaganza. So go to CutterPillar.com. Everything mini is on sale for 20% off. Use code mini20. But if you're really looking to like get everything that you need, all of our mini stuff are in a bundle there, and you can get an additional discount on that because the bundles are already discounted on the site. And then you can use that coupon code on top of that and get an extra discount. So that is super, super great. So I'm going to go through a couple of other pieces of business right now so that we don't forget. Make sure you go to CutterPillar.com, sign up for our newsletter, because then that is where you're going to get notified of all the fun things going on around here. And listen, if you've been here the whole time, if you haven't, go back and watch. Fun things just drop out of the air when Santa Nathan is around. We have some super fun happening with Maddie and Diana. Is it Diana that's coming from Laser Cut Quilts on Thursday? So make sure to come back and check us out. You're going to get emails about that if you're signed up for the newsletter. And then we're going to talk about our other mini products tomorrow and the next day. And then Friday, we're having our first ever sew along with Bethany. We're going to do some foundation paper piecing. She's going to show how she uses the mini to do that. And so that's going to be super fun. So those are at 1 o'clock every day this week. And then Laser Cut Quilts is at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Thursday this week. So that's going to be super fun. So make sure to do that. Also, go follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Go follow us there, but go to our Facebook page, go to your Facebook page and search for CutterPillar Creations Hub. That is our private Facebook group where you get notified of things early. You get more insight and information. We share projects, and everyone there is sharing their projects too. And it's such a fun little group. We're getting feedback for ideas for doing projects. We're getting great feedback, positive feedback for all the stuff that you're working on. So come join us there for sure. And then as soon as you fall in love with CutterPillar products, because you know you will, if you haven't already, I know you will. I'll tell you right now you will. You can become an affiliate for CutterPillar. So if you go to our website at CutterPillar.com and go drop down on that support tab menu, there's an affiliate program that you can sign up for. You can share your love of CutterPillar. Your friends can get a little discount and you can get a little kickback. You can even turn it into a little business opportunity for yourself, and we can teach you how to do all of that stuff. So go become an affiliate as well. Super, super fun. But this week is our mini week. This is our mini week. So in the comments, let us know if you guys have any questions at all. We'd be happy to answer them. Nathan's going to flip the screen back to the comments for me so we can see if there's any questions going on. But we're really excited. So Marie Isabella has a question of you can iron on the top. So directly on the mini light board, you cannot iron on top. We do make a glass mat for our other light boards that you can use to iron on top of the light, but it's a little bit too big for the mini. So do not iron on top of the mini because that ends up making everybody very sad. So don't do that. The mini is amazing for great small spaces. It's so great for that. Think about when you go camping. Think about when you go in the trailer. Think about when you do those kinds of things. You can take this with you, and because sometimes your family isn't that much fun, you can work on your crafts while you're all camping. I love my mini. Carol says, I love my mini light board in case both are going to Puyallup with me on my Amtrak trip over. And I think that the powers that be are trying to get us to go on those Amtrak trips, because every time I'm on social media, I keep seeing them. And I think the same thing. First of all, I want to do it. And then second of all, I think I would take all my crafting with my light boards in order to do it. I'm really excited for that. So that sounds like so much fun to do. So let me know if you guys have any other question. It is definitely great for foundation paper piecing. What amazing things will you be working on? Gianna, do you mean this week or do you mean ever? Because that's a good question, because we are always working on a lot of amazing things. We have Jack that works on our products day in and day out. We have some really cool products in the pipeline that you guys are going to love when they're ready to be shown. There's some secrets that we have to keep secret, but that is so exciting. That stuff's coming. But the other things that we're working on right now are things like Friday. Come join Bethany for so long. Like last Friday, we did our first craft along and we made cards last Friday for our paper crafting week. But we're working on patterns and creative stuff and lots of how-tos and lots of really cool things like that. Lots of sew alongs and craft alongs and all those kind of stuff. That is so much fun that we're really excited about working on all of that stuff. So is the one the brightest of the minis? Yes, Pamela, the mini is the brightest one for sure. It is, and it's kind of like, because it's so condensed, it makes it even brighter, but there's an extra level of light over and above our other light boards to make it even brighter. So it is so great. So we are so excited that you guys have joined us. We really appreciate you spending your afternoons with us at 1 o'clock. Come back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time again, where we are going to be talking about our mini flip and fold mat in a little bit more detail. Bethany talked about it a little bit yesterday. But we're going to talk about it a little more tomorrow. She will be back to talk about that. They're giving me a time off from the lives because I have to go fix everything for Thursday with laser cut quilts still. I still have to finish all of that. So yes, I want to go on one of those Amtrak trips. I really wanted to go on one of those. Those sound so fun. I'm so excited to do that. Jana, I will pass along to the product team that you are looking for a glass mat for the mini in the future as well. I will pass that along because you never know. We always say you never, ever know. I think we have no. Okay. So Marion's question, does the board need to be plugged in for the light to work, or is there a rechargeable battery so we can use it without power? Excuse me. So this one does have to be plugged into power. The mini has to. We only have one that has a battery, and that is the Glow Premium. That one can be fully portable. All the rest of them have to be plugged in. But the thing that's so great about the Glow Mini is that it comes with the other end of it is a USB cord. So you can plug this into a laptop. You can plug it into your sewing machine if it has a USB port. You can plug it into a portable charger and power it that way. So you can make it portable. You just have to make sure to use the cord. The Premium has a fully rechargeable thing. It has a battery built into it. You don't have to have the cord. The rest of them you do. But the Mini has that USB cord so that you are able to sort of make it portable. It doesn't have to be plugged into the wall. But the cord that comes with it is also 6 feet long. So it's really pretty long. So you don't have to be really close to the wall if you do use it plugged into something. Like I said, I used it on the airplane and I just plugged it into the little TV and started working on my little tray table, which was amazing. So you can do all of those things. So go to CutterPillar.com, you guys. Make sure you follow us on social media. Join our Facebook group, the Creations Hub, CutterPillar Creations Hub, for lots of fun stuff there as well. We're really excited that you guys spend time with us today. Go check out that Glow Mini, because look how light it is. You can throw it around. You could frisbee with it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't frisbee with it because that would be bad. Don't do that. If you say I said that, I'm going to pretend I didn't. Even though it's on film now. It's the internet lives forever. Anyway, this is our, I'm getting distracted easily. You guys are supposed to keep me on track when I get distracted. You guys are supposed to do that, but it's not working out so good today. But go to CutterPillar.com this week. Use Mini 20 and save 20% off of our mini collection. It's our newest stuff, guys. It's our newest stuff, and it's so much fun, and it's so great to use, and it's so great to just have a tiny little thing to get out and do a quick little thing and then put it back away. It's amazing. So go check us out at CutterPillar.com. We are going to take off for today, and I think that's a great idea. Let's talk about that, Jana. Maybe Nathan should send Melodee on an Amtrak trip so she can demonstrate the mini in the wild, so to speak. I think that's a really, really good idea. So if any of you know of a crafting Amtrak trip, send me an email to melodee@cutterpillar.com, and I will see if I can work that out. I think that would be great. I would love, Carol, go in that group and post pictures of your trip. I really want to do one of those. That sounds so much fun. And take your products with you so that you could do crafting on your Amtrak trip. That would be so much fun. So thank you again, you guys, for joining today. Join us tomorrow. Bethany will be here to talk about our Flip and Fold Mini. And you know what? We really appreciate it. And we will look forward to talking to you guys again more this week. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day.